Hello everyone, this is Carbon Sketch Hunter 55 here, back with the biggest taking play unboxing review known to man, woman, and child. So, cut everything short, let's get started. Now, Fearless Freddy is the warhorse of the Skarloey Railway, having been absent away from the railway for many years, though his absence is unknown. He is the daredevil of the hills, known as Fearless Freddy, and I'm not going to get into much detail about him because, well, let's just say he's not going to stay Freddy for long, if you get my drift. Now, Ryan, who was introduced in Sorcerers of the Legend of the Lost Treasure, is hated by Thomas in the beginning of the movie because he takes over his branch line, then comes to the construction yard to help with the new branch line. Thomas nearly kills him, and at the end of the movie, Ryan stops Sailor John from stealing the ship with Skiff. And I feel like I have seen this dynamic somewhere else before. I wonder where it could have came from. You get my drift. The only thing I don't like about Ryan is a few things. Instead of him suffering from bufferitis, where his buffers aren't colored, he's suffering from buffer beamitis, where his buffer beams are not colored red. And in this case, Ryan is squished, not sized properly, and he's missing his trailer wheels, his trailing wheels. They're molding into him. Now Ashima in the Great Race comes to the island of Sodor accidentally with the other international engines. When they figure out they're in the wrong place, Ashima gets left behind and nearly kills Thomas. Ashima, after wandering around the island, goes to the Great Railway Show with the other Sudrian engines and ends up competing with Thomas. Winning by default, but Thomas, for his great kindness of letting Ashima win, also gets to win, and therefore ended the movie, yada yada yada. Now, I have a lot of beef with Ashima. She is squashed, very, very squashed. Actually, that's pretty much it. She's squashed down to small minimum gauge height. God dang it, Mattel. Look, Jock, it's a new minimum gauge engine. Hi, I'm Bert. My name is Ashima. I'm going to the Great Railway Show. Wait, you're standard gauge? What the heck? Come on, Jack, we're going. Now, Vinnie, throughout the movie, is a jerk. He calls Thomas a strip, doesn't tell anyone that they left Ashima behind, and is a complete and utter dipstick when he meets Philip. Philip makes him angry. Vinnie gets his comeuppance when he crashes into that pylon, and he is not seen after that. I don't have much beef with Vinnie. He's got good details, except, molded wheels. Other than that, he could use a few more details, and that's pretty much it for Vinnie. Shrimp. Gordon, throughout the movie, is a whole different change of perspective. He meets his brother, the Flying Scotsman, gets really jealous, gets himself streamlined with his new emblem as the Shooting Star. He races against his brother and the other contestants. His boiler blows up, and he learns his lesson. Now, everyone, including me, thinks Gordon should be the star of the Great Race, but, Hit doesn't think so, and I am completely upset about that. On the terms of the model, however, it's, I'll give him a 9 out of 10 if I were to rate him. Molded wheels, he loses points on that, but other than that, he is actually a pretty good model. Could use a few more details, but you can't go wrong with streamlining. Well, actually, you can, but that's not the subject. Now, Axel isn't much of a talker throughout the movie. His only lines are the end of oops, and that's pretty much it. Though for his story, he's in the Great Race. He races against Gordon, Spencer, Flying Scotsman, and Etienne. He comes second, I believe, and yeah, that's it. Really, what a waste of a good character. Now, Axel in design, I love him. I love him to death. Though there's some things that can be improved, obviously. He's suffering from bufferitis. His tender and his plastic frame seem to be suffering from different shades of colors, because this is a brighter shade of red and this is a deeper shade of red. Molded wheels. And out of all the models I've seen, this is the biggest letdown for me right now. They screwed up his tender. They screwed up his tender. They screwed it up. This should be like this. Nope. It's like this. I'm gonna have to fix that. Before I start talking about Yang Bao, I'm just gonna say that the condition I got his box in was just horrible. Just the plastic was broken, and I could actually pull out Yang Bao out of his box without having to tear any cardboard or anything. So that's great. Anyway, Yang Bao, not much of a speaker in the movie. He's in the best decorated engine show. He loses that to Rajiv. That's the story of Yang Bao. Not much to say. Haha! I won the best decorated engine show, but you do not even have a face. Whatevs. Ha 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 ha. Yang Bao's model is excellent. His face is pretty, very pretty. His model is very detailed, like the tiger and like the Chinese symbols. His paintwork and stripes are stunning, and this is one of the best models out of all of them. Raoul in the Great Race. He says, back up, and that's it. Pretty much. Now, detail for his model. I like it, and I hate it. Let me explain. His printed details, such as his green and blue, and his 166, and his molded details, such as his windows, and a lamp. Oh my god, it's so rare! Oh my god. That's superb. However, for painted details, his suffering from buffer B-, and his headlamp is not colored in. His whole running board could have been striped, and his windows and all that could have been painted in. Nope, it's just not. So, like him, and I hate him. End of story. Ivan in the Great Race. He doesn't even talk, so just, yeah. Merchandising purposes. God! Ivan, as to talk about his detail, pretty good. His Russian colors are superb. Ivan in military lettering is superb. He has a lamp. Oh my goodness! And that little emblem, I really like that. I really like it. But he suffers from buffer and buffer B-, yada yada, and that's Ivan. Now on to the big mamas. Oh boy. First up, scrapyard cleanup. Oh boy. Yay. So apparently how this set works is Reg has a scrap and he's like, I have scrap, and just drops it onto the tracks, and Percy comes with a snowplow and chugs his way up and just shoves it into the pit. He just shoves it into a bit. Yeah. Now, I guess the special feature of this set, is that it's 2-level. You can just rise it up, and up it goes, and Percy can chug his way up and dump the scrap in. Yep, just being really useful. Just, ow, Jesus. And just drops down the track and just chugs his way into this little scrap pit, I guess. How functional. Hooray? Now, even though I don't like this set personally, it's a great buy for kids. I mean, you get Reg the Crane, Percy with the snowplow, and 2 levels of play, and it's just so much fun for kids, I guess. I mean, we had sets like Misty Island Rescue, the Misty Island Rescue set. Remember that? So much more functional, and we just have this. And where's Mattel gone wrong? Where? Just where? Whoa! Whoa! Thomas, hold on! Shrimp. Finally, to finish off this review for once for all, Percy to the rescue. Let's go. Now this set comes with the actual mine, Percy, I'm going to be rolling in Percy's after this, and a troublesome truck for once, mine doors and track, along with instructions. Seriously, does it need instructions for this? Are you joking me?
2 hours later.
Now this set, based on the episode Missing Gator, Percy's chuffing along with his truck, loses it in the mine. He's like, oh no, I have to go get it, and chuff into the mine. The little bat wheel spins, a bat wheel, it spins, and Percy comes out with his truck. Yeah, and that's actually pretty much it. Pros and cons of this set. Pros: children are gonna love it. There's a little bat spinning dial, and they're gonna have loads of fun pushing Percy up and down. Oh, wrong Percy. Up and down and through the mine. Yeah, whatevs. Cons with this. The only con I can see with this is the truck has no purpose, but I'm not gonna complain. It's a free troublesome truck, and you can never have enough troublesome trucks. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully I can get more videos out in the future like this with more trains. And hopefully I'll get custom videos out soon. So thank you for watching. Have a great day from Croven. Who's going to clean this up? Crap.